doing some great things right now, and even back then, you were doing some great things as far as playing professionally and stuff like that. Then this happens, and obviously, we maybe get off into maybe an earlier incident that happened kind of early on in college. But do you like now with everything that you're doing, and you are a brand in and of yourself? Do you kind of change the way you maybe move or even who you hang with? 'Cause for me, that's a
Yeah,
big thing. Like who I'm hanging around with, and I'm not necessarily going to parties unless it's like in a very secure area, but I'm not necessarily going to parties, or the people I'm hanging out with, they all have something to lose. So we're not putting ourselves in a position that we're kind of at risk, or we're,
yeah.
maybe go ahead, go
I
ahead.
get what you're saying. Yeah, so that had like that changed like everything for me. Um, cause like you said, like when we gonna get into it whenever you ask, but like prior situations before that in college, like I made a change temporarily about stuff I was doing or the people I was associating my with temporarily, then go back and do the same thing again. Be like, okay. But I don't know, it just be hard in this space, like where we at, cause you so used to and so content like with the friends stuff, and you're so comfortable with the friends and the environment that you in, you'll always think like, man, that won't happen to me. Like everybody know I'm a hooper, so anybody finna do nothing to me. So like in a way you can still be I was still naive to some things. So um yeah, outside that situation that had changed a lot. Like even before then I was starting to make a change. Like before then I hadn't went out in like a little minute for real. That was like my first time going out in a minute. So but at the same time, like I want to be smart about things, but I also don't want to live in fear. Like, man, I can't go out, I can't do this, I can't do that because something might happen. Because something might happen wherever you go at the end of
Right, and I agree with that. And it's a story that Jay-Z, which is one of my favorite musicians, tells when he was kind of coming up in the and like the hip hop scene early on, and you had Biggie, and Biggie was a lot more established at that point. And I guess it was this kind of story that he told where they was going to a party and they pulled up, and there was some guys, I guess, that was maybe outside the club or whatnot. And I guess Biggie was like, "Man, I'm not trying to. I don't want to deal with that tonight." And Jay-Z was like, "What? Man, let me out this car." He thought like Biggie was scared of those guys. But then, fast forward all this time, and obviously Jay-Z has become
yeah.
he like, I understood what he was talking about. Like, I'm not.
Me, that's how I was like back then. Like when I was younger, my parents and KG and like different people around me trying to tell me like you start separating yourself. Like you got other stuff going on. You need to start separating yourself from certain crowds, certain people, certain events, this and that. And back then I was younger. I'm like, bro, like just cause I got a name, like I gotta stop hanging with my friends and stop being my friends. Like feel me? I'm like, I ain't fake like that, this and that. I was thinking in that aspect. But not knowing, like, feel me, I could y'all still my homeboys, or we feel me, it's still all love. You gotta be from a distance because I got something different going on. So yeah, learning that, like, and then with me, like I had 6 surgeries in 16 days. So I was in the hospital for 16 days. When I got to the crib, I was on bed rest for a month and a half type time. So just in that space, like I couldn't do nothing. I couldn't go nowhere. I couldn't like so, but it was cool. It ended up being cool. Like I was at peace. I was straight. Like wasn't nobody really bothering me. Like I ain't have to worry about this and that. Like I was just chilling, kind of focusing on myself and like getting my mental right and getting. And that's really when I started really pushing my brain and started getting all these different ideas, like in the hospital and on the bed, because I ain't had nothing but time to think, just sit there and think, because I couldn't do nothing. So after that time, I really just got used to being to myself and got used to not doing stuff really. And since then, like I don't really kick it with too many people like how I used to. I'd rather be at the crib. I still pop out here and there and do stuff here and there, but not how I was. Or um, like before then, I was watching what I was doing, but now with me with the brand, um, me being like around the kids, them really watching what I'm doing closely and being around it every day. Like any mess up I got or any mess up that I do now, like it's way bigger than just me. It's the brand, it's the kids that fall back on the basketball program, KG and all the other stuff. So I got different stuff to lose and different I gotta look at stuff different than I did before. And even before then, I still had other stuff going on, like professional career and in school, like you were the face of the school at fairs or Stony Brook. Like so anything you do then it still come back on the school. So I always thought like that. But now it's just since this situation happened, like I know like I had that one situation at Stony Brook that I was able to bounce back from and it was hard. I had this situation that that happened and that I'm starting to bounce back from, and it's hard. But God ain't finna keep sparing me and keep giving me chance after chance. So if I don't make the chance now, make the change now, then it's something gonna happen where I won't have it, where I won't be in control of that change. So right now, like, the main thing is take advantage of this opportunity, because it could be worse. I could have lost a leg, been not alive, or anything. So I just need to take full advantage of this opportunity, just life again itself.